Why do you put on Indian human hair? Can I ask? You know how we get that hair? When nothing goes right in the life of a Hindu person, they go through a ceremony called Tansho, where the priest in the temple incantates all the bad luck they are facing onto the hair, because for them to cut hair is such a taboo. But so that it indicates a new phase of metamorphosis, they shave their hair clean. They used to burn that hair because they understood they're burning all the bad luck, until they realized the stupid African woman wants to put it on their head. So you buy your own bad luck and you put it on your head. So I think I'll leave it there.
Okay, as you just heard, I think this sister or this auntie, said it all, right? She never left anything out. And I don't even need to repeat anything of what she said, but I'm just going to elaborate on what she has said, right? I think it's really a problem of dignity and a question of, self respect and self worth, all right? Well, you would say, who am I to come and give you advice on what to do with your hair and what not to do with your hair? Of course, you have the right to be whoever you want to be, but what we should understand is that as a people or as an individual, you know, as far as you look like you are an African, and whether you like it or not, you belong to that category. And whatever that you do, you have to think about what your dignity, your self worth as an individual, and what you have to think about these same elements about your group, the group that you belong. This is not a question of, it's just a question of what reality. When people are to refer to you, they are not going to say, you know what, that girl wearing the Brazilian hair, that girl wearing even Brazilian blacks born in Brazil, still treated as if they were what they just immigrated to Brazil. The same thing applies to the US. Africans that were taken there are still treated as if what they were Africans that immigrated from Africa just recently. But some of them, they are actual descendants of what our ancestors that were taken there as slaves. You know, so your whether we like it or not, we are a people, and whatever that we do affects our dignity, our collective dignity. So it is just a question of dignity when it comes to our ladies and our women wearing wigs and whatever, hairs of other people. You know, it's just a question of dignity. We usually give all kinds of excuses. You know what? Our hair is hard to comb, it's this and it's that. I just wish we all knew, the importance of having your melanin, and you never ever tamper with your skin. You never ever think of bleaching. I wish we all knew the importance of our hair, you know? Like somebody said, our hair is an extension of our nervous system, or some others say that is our antenna, you know? But the fact that it's not painful to cut your hair doesn't mean that you can just, or to mess up with your hair, put all kinds of products, some of which can be cancerous, by our ladies, put all that on their hairs, and it's just a pity what we do, as Africans. And I feel like it's just an insult because once we do this, how do we expect other people to respect us? Because they keep their natural hair whilst we try as much as possible to resemble them. So we pick their hair and put on ours, you know, without bothering to even know what is the origin of these kind of things, you know. Like, why do we have to do that? As a matter of fact, have you ever seen, let's say, a non African trying to wear a wig in order to look like, so you see, like, let's say, a white person wearing, or an Asian or whatever, wearing a wig that looks like African hair on their head? That I've never, I'm yet to see that. All right. Not to say they don't like us, in as much as they have deceived us, during, we all know how it went down, slavery, colonialism, all the account after that, all those kind of things. We were indoctrinated to hate ourselves. We all know the history behind why we behave the way we behave. And that is important. History is very important. Once you're able to know your history, you're able to know yourself, now you can begin to love yourself. And you would stop doing some of these things, like bleaching your skin, like what, wearing fake hair, and all of that, you know. And that way we will begin to respect ourselves, and the world will have no choice than to respect us. Because if I love myself, and I love my biology, and I love how I was created, and I am proud of who I am, to the point where there's nothing you can say that can hate me, then it means all your hate, you will only have to die with it. Go and hang. You can't destroy me because I love myself. And as a matter of fact, I think it's a we 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 don't even know many people, many non-black people, okay, be it white, whatever. Many of them try to wish they had our biology. Many of them sit in the sun in the aim of looking brown. All right. Why do we have to bleach our skins? Why do we have to wear fake hair when actual some actually go for melanin injection? Some actually try to wish they had the texture of their hair was as strong as ours. That can protect. So I even wish I'm even gonna do that at some point, because if you have a lot of hair, that can protect you. Just like, I don't know whether you watched the movie One Love, right? Of Bob Marley, the recent Bob Marley movie. You realize that when they shot at Rita Marley, uh, her dreads was able to block the bullets from penetrating her head. She could have lost her life if she had no strong hair to prevent the bullet from penetrating. Just imagine that. Now let's even forget about that. But just look at how gorgeous and beautiful and authentic it is for an African lady to keep her natural hair. Think about that. Yet we give all kinds of excuses. Oh, it's hard to comb. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. And we put chemicals that destroy our hair follicles, that could cause cancer. We do all kinds of things. Now, how will I respect you if you spend all your life trying to look like me, trying to put my hair on your own head? We just really need to think about that. We don't have to apologize. I know there are certain job places where, for instance, for a black lady, like I said, to work as a receptionist, she will have to wear a wig or something. I wouldn't take that. If I have to change my physical looks to be accepted for a job, then I just lose that job. I could create my own job. I could employ others. We should think this way. You don't have to tamper with your integrity to be accepted anywhere, because when you are accepted, you are never going to be respected. And nothing is worth your dignity, not money, not whatever. Let's have self respect. To all our real queens out there who keep their natural hair, we love you.